column can be, one of the columns can be your actual historical weather. Then the next column can be one day previous forecast, 2 day previous forecast, and so on, right? So
Okay.
what I mean to say is, uh, if you have a 7-day forecast, right? So
Okay.
for today's date, you have third, right? It's third today, second September. So on 2nd September, you have the forecast for September 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, right? So
Yeah.
each of these are T plus 1, T plus 2, T plus 3, and so on. So you maintain these forecasts in a separate column, like T plus 1 forecast goes in a separate column, T plus 2 forecast goes in a different column, right? And for each of the day, if you do that, then you can completely convert your dictionary into a tabular format. Now, why did we create 7 such columns for the 7-day forecast is, if you shift each of the forecasted values, like if you shift 1-day forecast to before, like say for example, the first forecast which we get for today is September 3, right? And
Okay.
today is September 2. Similarly, we get the forecast for September 4 on September 2 as well. And then when we get the data tomorrow on September the 3rd, then again we will have a forecasted value for September 4th, right? The difference being, on September 2, it will be the T plus 2 forecast. On September 3, it will be the T plus 1 forecast. And similarly, on uh, 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 the day of actual, you will be comparing the historical temperature with the next day forecast, right? So
Yeah.
if the data source which you are using, it is giving you 5-day forecast, then you have 5 different factors to work with. In your quant model, you have essentially 5 different inputs. These inputs might be collinear amongst themselves, right? There will be a high degree of co-integration amongst each of these columns, but uh, there will be important alternative information in that as well. Say for example, if today is Friday and the forecast for the coming Monday is that it will be sunny, right?
Okay.
But somehow on Sunday it rains and it is supposed to continue raining till Monday, then obviously the weather forecast for Monday will be revised after today, right? Because today it is already predicted Monday will be sunny.
Yeah.
But Saturday, there may be an update that it might be light shower. On Sunday, when it is actually raining, then it will say that, okay, tomorrow definitely there's going to be rain or something like that. So
Right.
this new information which comes in T plus 1, T plus 2, and T plus 3 days, this is what you have to capture, right? So overall, I believe the objective is to put all of these different columns into some sort of 5 different signals, and these signals will be fed into a neural network, and finally a trading signal will be spit out, right? And based on that, your strategy will trade. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Because yeah, I mean that's where the algorithm comes in. That's more of the algorithm building. But we're really not there yet. We're really not there yet. But yes, down the line, we're probably gonna get
Yes,
there. And
right. So essentially, uh, this is feature engineering, right? So when you are designing a neural network, you need features. So if your data is entirely quant or fundamental based, then you will need to create features out of maybe technical indicators, some sort of volatility indicators, volume indicators, or other such price based indicators, right? So those features which you create, each of the technical indicators can be a feature input to the neural network. But in your project, you are dealing with alternative data, right? So you need to come up with features which are derived from alternative data. And you will use those features for getting your trading signal. So if you simply use the next day forecast to compute your trade logic, you only have one feature to work with. But if you use 2-day forecast, then you have two features to work with. You get my point?
Yeah.
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 So it is important if you have a data source which is providing you say 5-day or 7-day forecast, it is important you tap into that and fetch all of the possible data for the time period which you will be studying. And once you have that, we will need to convert this forecasted weather data into a set of columns which we can call features. And these features, the entire process will be feature engineering. And after this feature engineering, the neural network will learn how to trade. We'll basically split the data into training and testing sets. And then on the training period, the neural network will calibrate. And on the testing period, you will see how the neural network performs. If the performance score is acceptable, then you can use that particular trained neural network to place trades in the live market for paper trading or down the line actual trading. Does that make the entire flow clear?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Because I mean, that sort of covers the entire picture that we're looking at. And
Yeah, continue. Sorry.
yeah, I mean, it's just the neural network part. I mean, that's like entirely new. That's like an entirely new field.
But you down the line, you plan on using neural networks, or am I
No,
incorrect?
we do actually. We do.
Okay, okay,
We do. Yeah.
okay, cool.
We do. And I mean, it does sound exciting, but yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah. So I'm sorry to take you back, but I would like you to go over the data storing again. I don't know if I fully understand what you're explaining. I was trying to take notes and understand it. So it's the way I'm imagining it is, so you have each column is going to have the forecasted weather over whatever, is it tea time or whatever it is that we're getting data from. So let's say it's 5 days. We're going to have for today's
day 1, day 2, day
second.
3.
We're going to have for third, fourth, like that. But then when new information comes in, how do we store that? So let's say tomorrow comes and then we now have the
Say
new
for
day.
example,
Yeah.
for today, you have a 5-day forecast, right? So
right.
in your data frame, the index is the date. So against September the 2nd, you will be storing 5 numerical values, which is the 5-day forecast.
Right.
Then tomorrow,
Okay.
when you get the 5-day forecast, when you